Welcome to Danceparty247 podcast. I am DJ Wongy. You also have DJ Envy and DJ T. And today we're talking about the Pioneer 3000.
Who, in the middle of the week, came across digital DJ tips. I always want to say PG tips when I say that. I don't know why. Yeah, but digital DJ tips.
Because you drink too much tea, innit?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I linked you to some sexy DJ porn in the week, which probably the whole world now knows about, and we're jumping on the bandwagon. The CDJ Pioneer 3000. Yeah. What do we
Not Nexus?
Nice. No, we know
It's
it
not
ain't a
Nexus. No, it's not Nexus in sight.
See, what happened was Mr. Wongy called it a Nexus system earlier.
No, I didn't. Don't tell Porkies.
You know what? The 3000 Nexus is probably the next one, but let's talk about the 3000 for now. What's your first impressions?
It looks exactly the same as the old one.
Pretty much. Well, it's got a bigger screen, but yeah.
But I don't know how to explain it. It's like it looks the same, but it looks better.
You know what I've heard somebody...
When something's new, it doesn't matter if it looks the same or not. It still looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because
you know
it's
what? I've
new.
heard somebody actually pointed out the correct. It's evolution. It's evolved. It's not reinvented or anything like that. It's just
the perfect example for that. If people like cars, Porsche hasn't changed hardly at all in all the years. Yeah,
just a little bit here
it's
and
just
there,
they tweak it. The engineering's better. It's just got under the bonnet. It's just got better and better. But the shape and the actual design has not changed very much.
Fundamentally the same, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Pioneer do, isn't it? It's not like you look at other companies like Newmar, Gemini, Vaztex, all them other brands, Reloop. I weren't going to say Denon because they've been pretty consistent with their stuff in the last few years, haven't they?
Yeah.
They have been pretty consistent. Even the 5000 and the 6000 has been very consistent. It doesn't look a lot different.
But the jump before the SIT 5 and the 6000 and on their controllers, then that was a big jump into this current evolution of players they've got. So they've kind of gone like that and then made a jump. They're in this process of evolution.
Now they've gone like that. They're going like that now.
Yeah.
They're not going from. They're not stepping. They're keeping. They've found a formula that works. And Pioneer done that 15, 20 years ago.
I would guess from manufacturing. I mean, I don't know how much of the 3000 is completely and utterly new, but a lot of it is the generics are the same. I mean, the software will be totally completely new. It's got a MPU unit in, which I don't even know what an MPU unit is.
Should we find out what that is quickly? Should we find out what that is?
I know what a CPU, I know what a GPU is. An MPU is, and I believe it's got two of them. So it's it's a fast computer underneath, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. To me, it's like I don't know you.
All I can see is the blurred back head of Mr. Envy.
So it's called, and you know what? I was absolutely right, T. What did I call it?
Mobile processing unit. Something like that. What did you call it?
I called it a micro processing unit, and it is a micro processing unit. A micro processing unit is the first we've ever put in a CDJ. It drives the unit, delivering stable performance and enabling advanced new features. That's what Pioneer say.
And what do you understand it to be?
Well, it's a CPU, isn't it?
It's a chip, isn't it? That's what it is. It's a fast chip.
Should we? Let me click on this link, and I'll see what else it says.
He's gonna reel off the specs now, looking like he actually has done his research.
Right, guys, just so you know, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Excuse the camera views for just 1 minute. What we are going to do, I don't know if you can see that, guys. That is the sexy new Pioneer 3000.
I will find a picture on the interwebs and
on the what?
Put interweb.
Oh, what's happened here? Oh, my thing's moving. Oh God. Right. So yes, it says here. This is a good feature, which I'll be honest with you, they've stole it from Denon. You've got a DJ Link enhanced lighting support, and I believe that Denon done that first, didn't they?
Yep.
Yes, they did that with the. I think it was the 5000. They did that with.
They did.
Yep.
So Pioneer have been a bit slow on the uptake with that, but people will go, "Oh, Pioneer done it first."
Well, to be fair though, the CDJ 2000 Nexus is 5 years old, and in between Denon have brought out the 5000 and 6000, so they've done two in the space of now what it's been 5 years, and Pioneer have done one. So,
but the thing with Pioneer, they do one, and they don't quite give you enough, do they? And then a few months later, they'll bring out the second one to that.
Second gen,
so to speak, because they brought out the 1000 Mark IIs, Mark IIIs, didn't they? That's what they do.
What they've done this time, the MPU unit in it, that I believe that their marketing has said that they are now almost future-proof, so they can bring the updates in terms of the software rather than the hardware side of it. Because if you look at the hardware physically on the outside of it, you've got everything pretty much is in the same location as it typically is. You've got You've got a big jump button on your left-hand side, which you can program the settings and go up to 64 beats or 32s or 16s or 8s.
I have that on the Prime.
Yeah. And that's done seamlessly. So they've had to make a way for a little bit of that. And the Q button is put underneath the screen.
Yeah, I do like that, and they're all colour-coded. That does actually look good.
Just a big screen on top of that, and then it's pretty much exactly the same.
I do disagree a little bit. You've got the key sync now, haven't you, as well, which I never had before. So I was around Mr. Wongy's house a few weeks ago, and I was explaining to him about the way keys work and
the DJ keys on the Camelot
on the Prime. Yeah, I was explaining how it works, and I was explaining about the BPMs, how it works within the new system that he's got on his Denon.
Yeah.
And you can set it up on the Prime. You can set it up so it will read the keys and put them into order. Basically, it will give you an option of what one you want to play next. And we were mixing. It was like 2A, and it was like 6B. And I was trying to explain that technically you wouldn't put them together, would you, if you're mixing in harmony?
No.
But you can mix them together. Obviously, you can. But for harmonic mixing, you wouldn't put them together. Because on the Prime, I don't know if it's on the Pioneer. Let me just look. I don't know if I can see.
It should be on the 3000.
What they do is they give you a suggestion of the next options of tracks you can play. That you've got on your playlist.
On the picture I'm looking at, it doesn't actually show you the key of the tune playing. But on the Denon, I know this for a fact. At the bottom, it give you a BPM. Your time left, and then it'll tell you what key it is.
Yeah.
So with the key sync on the new Pioneer, that's going to take all the hard work out of actually knowing the whole Camelot wheel, isn't it? Because it is not going to be necessary to know it now, because it's going to do the work for you.
Do we know much about the actual way Camelot mixes to give you the suggestions?
What, on the Pioneer?
Yeah, the Pioneer is different.
I have no idea how it works on the Pioneer.
The Camelot system. So, like you give an example of 2A. So you have an outer circle and an inner circle of A and B.
That's right.
So 2A will go with 2B, and 2A will go with 1A and 3A, either side. So there's your 4 choices. Well, 3 choices there, isn't it? So you got stay the same.
Which has now changed, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of keys, but in terms of the way the Camelot system works, is that you can, and the Camelot don't give you this information. I learnt this from, again, Digital DJ Tips, who about 5 or 6 years ago had a course on mixing in key, and they said you got choice of 6, but the sub keys, as in the ones either side, actually will go with other keys again. So all you need to worry about is not whether it's A or B, it's just the number. So Pioneer have picked up on this. Instead of giving you 4 options, it actually will give you 6 options. And even though there might be slightly semitone or a couple of semitones higher or lower, they are still compatible in terms of keys. So that's the difference that they've got there. So when it suggests that song to you, that song should sound more in key than traditional suggestions on other players or software and obviously things of that nature. So
but on the other hand,
the theory of it.
On the other hand, though, when we first started mixing years ago, we didn't have Camelot wheels, we didn't have digital software. Everything was just like, right, that tune sounds good with that tune.
Yeah.
This tune sounds good, followed by that tune. Like, you had to learn your tunes. Now, with the new technology, especially with what Denon's done and Pioneer have done, Pioneer have obviously taken it to the next level, haven't they, in regards to what Denon have been doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's taking all the work out for the DJ now. You don't actually have to know much about it.
You've got, I don't know where the Camelot system come from. Somebody below will probably comment and tell us where. But
yeah, but with the Camelot system, does that not come from orchestras and things like that? Because obviously harmonies.
I don't know where it initiated from, and I don't think it was Mixed in Key. Mixed in Key are the main company that. There's a lot of companies obviously that would use a Camelot system, but Mixed in Key is the DJ system where you'd analyze your music, and I've used Mixed in Key for over a decade. So it analyzes and it gives you 2A, 2B, gives you your if you have a key change in the middle, it will give you that key change as well. So if you're going to mix out in the middle, you know what key that is in, rather than mixing the top and tail. That obviously could be the same key. So that's now built into a lot of the software. So that's built into like Virtual DJ. I guess it's in the Denon as well, because I believe that you can have the Camelot system up there in Pioneer. So they've sold their software, licensed their software in essence for DJs to do that, because the majority of club and professional DJs use modern DJs, as in non-vinyl, because you two are coming from vinyl primarily. Although you're jumping into controllers, this is a whole new world to you guys. In terms of obviously
not
mixing
so much
digitally.
myself, but definitely for Mr. Wongy in regards to being digital, he'd never set his hands on a proper set of digital decks until probably this year, really, isn't it?
Well, Envy's Envy has his own Camelot system. It's DJ Mix 1 will mix with DJ Mix 3 track 4. That's
yeah, but I know it goes, and I know it works,
and it probably is in key. It probably is in key, but you wouldn't have a clue whether you're going up or down a scale. The reason I say it's good is because what it does, it takes you on a journey. If you want to take the atmosphere just down a little bit, you can do so by the key you're playing in, as well as obviously the tempo of the music. And then you want to bring it back up again. There's subtle changes. You can do like double jumps. So, like I said before, 2A and 2B, 2A and 1A and 3A, but you can jump from 2A to 4A or jump down to 12A. You can jump 2 either side. So then you've got the sub keys as well, which again, I get confused. I just stick with the 4 because I get confused. But yes, apparently the Pioneer does it, and it should sync or give you the suggestion of your next song and be more harmonically mixed than it had been in the past. And apparently, those in the know say it's a bit of a game changer. So until I got my hands on one and played with one, I couldn't say for sure.
Yeah,
but it sounds interesting anyway.
But
go on, Mr. Wongy.
With the Denon, in order to have that to be done via the Denon, you have to go through the Prime software that I think on the laptop, and then it reads the keys properly. Then you can put it onto it, and then it will work.
I mean, in regards to the 3000, I'm looking at it now. It does look nice. It's got more of a grey-black look this time as well. You know, like that black cover with the grey type of streaks through it.
Well, it's almost like a graphite, dark graphite.
Yeah, like graphite type look. Yeah, they've changed that as well.
Well, that's significant, isn't it?
No, but these are the things that they do. It's very subtle, isn't it? With Pioneer,
I've seen videos that say that the actual jog wheel is sturdier. There's less give and play in the jog wheel as well. Before you could move it a little bit. and it's just smoother. You don't feel like the Bulgarian.
I mean, me and T were talking about this earlier. We believe it's the type of bearings that are used within the system.
Because to be fair, I mean Pioneer have done a smooth running one on the XDJ, the XDJ,
1000.
the 1000, and it was on the RX2. The smooth one was on the RX2.
I mean, if you look at the 3000, this one says play record box, analyze music from USB devices via export mode. Connect a laptop with USB HID control to use link export or use performance mode for free. So that's a bonus because you weren't getting that before, were you? With Pioneer, you had to pay for that.
Yeah.
And what does that actually mean in real terms, then, V?
In layman's terms.
It sounded totally pucker. What does it actually mean?
No, in fairness, I'm reading from their website. I am reading from their website. Yeah? This is the flexible performance option.
A lot of words.
It's a little input.
And then obviously you can connect your iPhone to it as well.
So what's the other couple of big features on it then? That on the display. The display is an 8-inch display.
Yeah, and they've upgraded the little bit between the jog wheel. That's been upgraded now.
Yeah, you've got your track ID and stuff like that in the middle.
It's a lot better. Again, I think they've stole that from Denon. Personal opinion.
Although they did do that on the 1000, it's pretty much the same as the 1000.
No, but this one looks sharper. When you actually look at the...
but they've already tried that out very similar on the 1000. It's not the first time that they've actually done that.
But I do think it looks sharper on this one. I think they've upgraded maybe the LEDs or the screening. They've upgraded something because it looks just as good as the Denon one now. And the Denon is very sharp.
The big difference on the screen... There's always one.
It's the two waveforms, wasn't it?
Two waveforms, absolutely.
Sorry,
two waveforms.
I got confused with what you're saying. I thought because you said what's in between.
Yeah.
I thought because we spoke about that as well, didn't we?
Yeah, we talked about basically the mixer being the main hub, the heart of your DJ system, irrespective of what decks are either side. But yes, the difference between separates and a controller all in one unit is your display and the fact you can see both waveforms together, so you can visually mix as well as audibly mix now.
Which you couldn't do before, could you?
No, and each one shows you a master and obviously the slave, and you can see the other player. So that's a big thing.
That is a big thing, but I've said this, and I believe you said the DJ Tip said this as well, or DJ Tutor. What one was it?
Go on. What was it? And I'll tell you which one it was.
About why controllers will never be a club setup.
I can't remember. Oh yeah, because basically, it's a stat. The separates are made not for the average everyday person. They are made for the professional. They are made for the bar, the club, the super club. They are installation in there, and they are quite conservative because that's the market that they've got to appease basically. But the average person will want other things and features. But when you go to a club, you're there just for the music. You're not there for the light show. You're not there for the effects that they've got over it. It's basically good, solid, reliable equipment to play the music on. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at your separates and you got your thousands, then you'd put a DV10 in the middle. And you could have 6 of them all lined up. Yeah, you're rocking. But again, if your mixer gets upgraded, because I'm sure Pioneer have got the new turntables, the CDJs, then obviously going to bring a new mixer out at some point.
Yeah, there will be, wouldn't there, without a doubt.
Don't know what they'll call it, because it's not Nexus system, because it's a 3000, so it would be whatever there is to rename.
Well, you got the V10 in your
V10, yeah. They got obviously the.
I mean, I'm assuming they'll bring out the V12 next.
Well, they've got obviously the range they've got the 700 range or the 750s. You got the 900s. You got the 1000s. You got the 2000s. So I don't know where they would go in terms of renaming your new mixer.
Probably a V12.
Could be 3000 mixer, couldn't it? To match the decks.
Well, you don't know, do you? You don't know.
If you heard it here first and we're right,
comment below and let us know. But no doubt we'll be wrong.
yes.
DMJ 3000.
Question of the day is: would you, if money was no object, would you purchase them?
No, I'll wait for the new Nexus system.
Six months down the line, that'll probably come out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, you know, it depends how quickly you update them.
Yeah.
Any piece of equipment is going to be, as soon as you get it, it's on its way to being obsolete.
Yeah. But I mean, if money weren't the problem, yeah, I'd buy it. If money wasn't an issue, and I know I could just go out and buy it without worrying about it. Yeah, I probably would go and buy it. Just so so I got it, I could try it out, and like you say, it's a separate and it is a professional piece of kit.
Yeah, it's not one of them dodgy controllers that you use at home, is it, T?
No. I would. It's something to aspire to. I would look at that point in terms of, if you ever, those that are aspiring to be DJs and make their life and career in this industry, then you need to be obviously doing every day at home and on the road is a seamless transition. So obviously it's something you would put on your bucket list, to have the current system that's available. As pioneers of standard industry, then if that's what you're playing in, as you're touring around or in your residency, then that's what you would need to be comfortable with.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and listening to the podcast. If you got this on audio, we've had the DJT, the DJ MV, and the DJ Wongi today. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit the notification bell as well, so the next one goes up on live, you'll be notified when that goes live. If you've got a comment, please leave it below. And if you like the video, hit the like, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.